How's it going, folks? This is Andoxico, and this is my POV video of limit cut and every marker with explanations. Most of it is going to be just raw footage because once I say something, it's kind of generally true for every other marker. But there will be occasional stops, especially here in the beginning. So let's just get started. All right, so first of all, you see here, I'm strafing back and left, or left and right. Other people like to jump up and down, or a combination of the two, to see what marker you have. If you have PC, you can get CACBot, and it'll just tell you which number you have. So that's much easier. But once I see a marker, I know 1, 2, 5, and 6 are going north, so I position my camera so that I can see all 4 of the spots because, not 4. Undo. I can't do that. There we go. 3, 4. So 1, 2, 5, and 6 are always going north, and these are the positions that are what is considered north. So I position my camera to be able to see all 4 at once, so that when we play, you'll see the explosion go off. Okay, so it went off on 2. Let's see if I can back that up just a little bit. It's not going to be nice. There we go. So you can see it happens on 2. So that's where all 4, the 1, 2, 5, and 6 markers will go to. The next explosion will be 1 pi slice clockwise. So 3 is going to blow up. So when you go to 2, make sure you're on the left side over here. Okay. Continue. You also notice that I am sprinting because you don't actually have much time. This was the first position here. Then second position, and you have to get to the 3rd position before the 4th explosion goes off. Let's continue. 3, and then 4th explosion. I kind of walked forward a little bit, but I'm lucky that I didn't get hit. Okay, I'm going to back this up a bit because something important happened. A little further. Right there. So right after my mechanic resolves, I move to the outside track, and then the 5 and 6 markers move to the inside track on the lights. And the 2 marker here is also moving outwards. Okay, let's continue. There was the 8th explosion. 5 and 6. Yeah, 5 and 6 are on 8. So that was the 8th explosion. The 9th explosion happened here. Now, this is going to be a safe spot. Because, actually, no. Forget that. Because actually, 7, 9, 8. Safe spot will be back here. But, I'll go over that better when there's a better point of view. Go over that later. There's a better point of view. 9 happens, or 10 happens in the center. Everyone merges. Okay, here's the 2nd marker POV. I do the same thing where I look to where it's going. Move there, stay on the left side, circle around, stay behind 1. And then I just go and catch up and move to the outside track. Wait for 5 and 6 to resolve. 10th explosion, move in. 3 marker. Okay, so this is going to be different because you see how I switch my camera around because 3 and 4 are now going south. So that should be, yes, be here, 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 and here. And same thing as before, where see which one blows up first. In this case, it was 3. And so I will be moving here and staying on the left. Let's play it. Now 3 is resolving on the 6th explosion. You notice that call out, he said pause. That's because the 4th explosion happens in these pie slices, but the 5th one will happen in the center. So 4, here I'll mark these, 4, 5. Then the 6th one continues back here. So that's why you wait for the 5th explosion, and then the 6th explosion. After the 6th goes off, you move forward up to the next marker. Play. See, 5 goes off, and then 6 on the C, and that's when the 3 marker resolves. You'll also notice here, after the people on the inside, after their mechanic resolves, you stay on the inside, and you'll see why in a second. Okay, so this was the 7th explosion. And you'll notice that I stay, let me get a different color, I stay right here after it goes off. That's because on the other side of here, there's another explosion happening on this pie slice. Then the 8th one will happen here, and the 9th one will happen here. So that means this place here is safe. Put that in pink. Right there is safe. Not there. Here is safe, because the 10th explosion will blow you up if you're in the center. So I move here and stay there and wait for the 10th explosion, as you will see. 8, 9, then 10. Now I moved in a little early, but that's because I know my lag makes it so I can be slightly inside the mechanic, but don't try that at home. Okay, here's the 4th marker. Do the same thing. I look to the south, move to the left of the 1st explosion, circle around. You've got more time as 3 and 4, so you don't have to sprint. 6th explosion, your mechanic resolves, and move forward. All right, number 5. We are back on the northern side, so I will be looking at these 4. And move to the left of the 1st one. Oh, my marker's got a little messed up, but it's okay. So I make sure I go to the outside track so I don't get hit by this dash that's happening. And let me rewind that a bit. You see how Cruise Chaser appears right now, and I'm still quite a ways back. Now if I stayed here, I'm most likely going to get clipped by the dash. So make sure that you're fast enough to where you get up next to this person before Cruise Chaser dashes backwards. Now I go into the inside track. I know my explosion is happening on 8, so I pop my arm's length on the 7th. 8. Then the dash, and I can stay right here because it's safe. Right, so 6 up next. Go north, outside track, make sure I stay close to the 1 marker. Stay as close to the wall as you can is a good rule of thumb. Make sure I let the 5 marker go in front of me. I know this spot is safe, so I can just move in after the 10th. 7. So this one is going to resolve on the 10th explosion. And I go south. Make sure you stay on the outside track.
4, 5, 6.
See the 3 and 4 markers resolve there, and the difference between 7 and 8 and 5 and 6 is that 7 and 8 will stay on the outside track, while 3 and 4 go on the inside, and you'll see why in a second. Okay, so you see the 10th explosion went off, and our mechanic is still resolving. So the reason 7 and 8 stay on the outside is so that 3 and 4 can move straight into the middle after the 10th explosion. If this was swapped where 7 and 8 were like here and here, and 3 and 4 were on this side of us. Oops, he's got scoliosis. Then they couldn't go into the center until our mechanic resolves, otherwise they'd get killed by the dash. So that's why 7 and 8 stay on the outside and 3 and 4 stay on the inside. 7, oh, also 8 is going to be very pressed for time to get back to the center. So, all right, so last marker. Look to the south, move to the left of the explosion, round it about. Pop arm's length. Wait for the 7th marker. Don't move up. I never said that before, actually, so I'll go over that now. If you move like at the wrong time, Cruise Chaser will dash in the direction that you're like moving towards. So if I was moving towards the 7 marker here, if I moved forward, then Cruise Chaser would actually teleport behind you and dash forward and kill that person. So make sure that when you see the cleave happen, stop moving. It doesn't matter where you are, just stop. So actually, previously, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a time where I was like, I think it was the 4 marker, and then I moved up pretty soon after the cleave, and I almost killed the person in front of me. So don't do that. Stay nice and still until he dashes, and then you can move in. All right, so that is it. I'm just going to now just let it play, and I won't give any sort of explanations. So you can just repeat a marker over and over without any pauses. So I hope you enjoyed.
Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's happening? We're not killing on time here, or rather as we were.
I'm not sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9,
B. 1, 2, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Look at B. Look at B.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Look at B.